Before injuries derailed his career, Grant Hill was a basketball phenom, possessing a skill set that left fans and opponents in awe. In the late 90s, as Michael Jordan's second retirement loomed, the NBA world was desperately searching for its next superstar. Enter Grant Hill. With his all-around game, grace, and athleticism, Hill was widely touted as the heir apparent to Jordan's throne. Hill's ability to stuff the stat sheet and impact the game in multiple ways had many believing they were witnessing the next evolution of MJ's playing style. Just how versatile was the young Detroit Pistons star? In this video, we're diving deep into Hill's bag of tricks during his short prime years between 1997 and 1999, when the next Jordan hype was at its peak. In January 1997, Hill and the Pistons went on the road to face the young LA Lakers.
Grant Hill, third-year man, out of Duke. Everything that he's touched as a basketball player has turned to gold. 96 Olympic gold medal, twice on the NCAA championship club, 2 All-Star games in the NBA. Last year he was a leading vote getter. He averaged 20 points. His career average is 20 points. He's just a brilliant basketball player.
After this awesome Chick Hearn intro, the Lakers presented 3 solid wings who tried to contain Hill: 7-time champion Robert Horry, the athletic shooting guard Eddie Jones, and baby Kobe Bryant. Right from the start, Hill shows his superior athletic gifts. He doesn't use the screen, but with a lightning-quick first step, he blows past Horry. He meets 3 defenders in the paint, but mid-air, he adjusts beautifully to find the open Lindsey Hunter for an easy 2. One of the many things I liked in Hill's game was his quick decision-making. Right here, he gives up on the ball and sprints to get it back. With no wasted motion, he uses one dribble to avoid Horry and explodes to the basket on the breakaway. We are so used to the dribble game style these days that this is really refreshing to see. Hill catches it, waits Hunter to clear the floor for him, then uses 2 dribbles to blow by Horry, gathers the ball and finds the open Otis Thorpe as Shaq shifts to help. Easy dunk and efficient basketball by Hill. Hill's basketball IQ and patience were off the charts, as we can see here. The Lakers switch on the pick and roll, so Hill decides not to force it. When he realizes Horry doesn't switch back, he attacks the Lakers center, Sean Rooks. Horry has to help, which frees Thorpe for another easy dunk. Hill used his great athleticism and explosion to get to every spot he wanted. This time, he gets to his spot, but with a good help defense by Rooks, he uses his exceptional hang time and passing skills to find Thorpe, who converts the and one. It seemed like he always had a second plan. By knowing where were his teammates on the floor and by using his athleticism, he could always find the better option offensively. At 6'8" with a strong frame, Hill had the size to bully smaller defenders in the post, but it was his patience doing so that truly set him apart. Here he backs down Eddie Jones. Patiently, he gets to his spot, pump fakes, and drains the shot. Hill loved to use ball fakes and body fakes to shake defenders as he posted up. Once he got that deep and had his man guessing, it was a bucket almost every time. It didn't matter if it was a fadeaway off the left shoulder or the right. Hill had the skill to master it when he got to his comfort zone. Other than using the fadeaway, Hill had the skill to read his defender and take him all the way to the basket with his agility and footwork. Hill's layup package was a thing of beauty, combining finesse, power, and creativity. His ability to finish at the rim was a key component of his offensive arsenal. Here, he blows by Jerome Kersey, avoids the helping Shaq, and spins it smoothly off the backboard. Right after it, Hill does it again to the legendary big man, this time with a breakaway layup. Early in his career, the only hole in his game was his outside shooting. However, he worked hard on it and improved significantly as a shooter before his move to the Orlando Magic. In this possession, Hill creates off the dribble and sinks a smooth jumper on the 6'11" Eldon Campbell. Here, Hill creates space and drops another one, this time on the young Kobe Bryant. With his great jumping ability, Hill's jump shot was almost unstoppable to alter. Here, off the catch, he creates enough separation and swishes another 2 from the top of the key. One of the most elegant weapons in Grant Hill's offensive arsenal was his floater. Hill's floater was a perfect blend of finesse and effectiveness. At 6'8", he had the height to release the ball over smaller defenders or big men. Hill had the ability to deploy it from various distances and angles, making him a threat from areas of the court where many players struggle. But perhaps the most impressive aspect of Hill's floater game was his ability to get it off quickly in traffic. He had a unique talent for finding slivers of space amidst a forest of arms, using his high release point and quick trigger to get the shot off before shot blockers could react. At his size, Hill possessed the kind of handle typically reserved for much smaller guards, making him a matchup nightmare for defenders of all sizes. Hill's dribbling repertoire was vast, but it was his lightning-quick spin move that was really unstoppable to guard. This spin move wasn't just flashy, it was devastatingly effective. Hill could deploy it in transition, splitting defenders with ease, or use it in the half-court to separate himself from his defenders. The speed and control with which he executed this move made it nearly impossible to anticipate or defend. Hill's crossover was crisp and low to the ground, allowing him to change direction on a dime. In traffic, Hill's handle truly shined. He could weave through double teams with ease, using a combination of behind-the-back and between-the-legs dribbles to navigate tight spaces. This combination of sharp ball handling and raw athleticism often left Hill with just enough space to rise up for his smooth mid-range jumper. When Hill grabbed a rebound or received an outlet pass, his first instinct was to push the pace. His long strides and guard-like skills allowed him to weave through traffic with ease, often beating multiple defenders down the court. Hill's court vision in transition was equally impressive. If defenses collapsed to stop his drive, his passing over the defense was pinpoint accurate. Unlike most ball-dominant players in the NBA today, Hill moved well without the ball, making himself a constant threat every time he was on the floor and creating easy scoring opportunities for himself and his team. During his tenure with the Detroit Pistons, Hill averaged 1.6 steals per game, a testament to his defensive instincts and athleticism. His long arms and quick hands allowed him to deflect passes and strip dribblers without compromising his defensive position. His ability to create turnovers often led to easy transition baskets and thunderous dunks. Before injuries hampered his career, Grant Hill possessed an appetite for dunking that electrified crowds and demoralized opponents. His desire to throw it down at every opportunity wasn't just about showmanship, it was about aggression and will to dominate. In his prime with the Pistons, Hill approached the rim with bad intentions. Whether he was leading a fast break, cutting through the lane, or driving from the perimeter, his mindset was clear. If there was a path to the basket, he was looking to punish the rim. This mentality wasn't limited to clear paths either. Hill would often seek out contact, using his strength and body control to absorb bumps mid-air and still finish with authority. The glimpses we saw of Hill in his prime suggest that we were witnessing the emergence of an all-time great. Without the ankle injuries that plagued him, it's not far-fetched to imagine Hill as one of the premier players of his generation. Grant Hill's legacy, even with the what-ifs, remains that of a player who showcased basketball brilliance at its finest.